Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, I found a little tidbit for us all this afternoon on TikTok. And I know a lot of my viewers don't have TikTok and don't want it, and I don't blame you. But I have to go on it every now and then. That's where I get some of my juicy stuff. So anyway, I've got this little clip, and I'm going to tell you right now, you won't be surprised when you see it. Okay? I wasn't. Because we were talking about this just, I don't know, a day or two ago. And this is the clip.
Sometimes parenthood is trying to start a routine, and 2 hours later, still awake.
Now, every time we say Gypsy doesn't look a certain way or she doesn't do a certain thing or whatever, she comes up with a video saying, yes, I do. Yes, I am. Whatever. Am I not right? So we say, Gypsy, what are you doing up at 1:30 in the morning scrolling the internet? Shouldn't you be in bed? Your baby should be sleeping through the night now. Why aren't you? Boom. We get this little video. I have to laugh because she's so predictable, it's getting boring. And you know these videos that clap back at whatever we say are so fake. So fake. My mother can act better than Gypsy. Okay? My mother's 81. That girl doesn't have an actress bone in her body. Nothing. Not even a chromosome. Oh. Anyway, I got another one, but I couldn't download it. I'm sorry I couldn't download it. TikTok has a new whatever thing that they got to follow about creators copying off of other creators. Even though it's a clip from the show, it's not anything about the creator itself who put it there. I still have a hard time trying to get them. So, but I'm going to try later and see if it will go on my other phone. And then maybe I can share it as a short. But this clip shows a young man watching Gypsy and Ken's, one of their clips on Lifetime. Ken comes out of, it looks like a hotel room, but I can't tell. Sorry, cat hair. Anyway, they come out of a hotel room, and Ken looks at Gypsy, and he goes, oh, wow. And he's, like, touching her belly. You know what I mean? And she's like, oh, well, yeah, you don't remember how big I got or something like that? And Ken's like, no, wow, you got so big. And I'm like, I thought they were living together at this point. Didn't Ken move in with them for, like, 3 months? So Nina was right. They broke up. Now, everybody's going to say, oh, Nina was right. They broke up. But a lot of people are going to say, no, Nina was a liar. They didn't break up. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now. They break up all the time. They are the typical couple that break up all the time. I don't care if it's for 15 minutes. I don't care if it's for 15 days or 15 months. They're going to break up all the time. They're, what's the word? Ape type personalities. Whereas if, excuse me, if she doesn't get her way, she's going to pout and she's going to go run and hide and say, frig you, until she gets her way. If he doesn't get his way, he's going to say, frig you, pout, and go that way. And he knows how addicted she is to him, so he'll probably say, well, I'm leaving. And that way he'll get his way. It's just the way this type personalities and being narcissists, both of them being narcissists, this is how it works. They play off of each other. And it's such a toxic relationship. But this is how they work. Okay? Now tell me if there is a baby and it's got to grow up in this kind of environment. I don't know, guys. I think that that baby, if there is one, is in big trouble. not in for a rocky childhood, let me tell you. And how do I know? My mother's a narcissist. A big one. Okay? She ran the roost my whole life. My whole life. If I gave it to her right now, she'd try to run my life. But I drew the line years and years ago. But you have to do that with narcissists, especially parents who are narcissists. But you know how long it takes to learn how to do that without actually fracturing mother-daughter relationship? Very hard. It's very hard. And now here I am in her later stages of life helping her. So instead of her always asking, like, why don't you guys do this for me? Why don't you guys do that for me? And that's what we used to get nonstop, right? Now it's me going, what can I do for you? What can I get for you? You know, and she doesn't like it. I'll tell you right now, she doesn't like it. So I'm not an envelope. I can do it myself. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. You know what they say? When people are really old like this and they're narcissistic like this, in our kind of culture, because we're from the east coast of Canada, we would say, you know, she's too stubborn to die. Is that the word? I forget how we used to say it now. She's too darn cranky or something to die. I don't know. Anyway, these type of people tend to live long. It seems like it. I don't mind. I don't care. She can live as long as she wants. Doesn't bother me. My poor dad, I just lost him last year. And, yeah, he was a quiet man. He was a quiet man. He took a lot. Let me tell you, he took a lot. And I love him and I miss him. Yep. So 2 years in a row, I lost a loved one. And and taking care of my mother and my autistic sister is really at my stage of life telling me what's the rest of my life going to be like. As if something happens to my mother, I still have to look after my sister. It's just the way it is. We're family, and that's what we do. Whereas in Gypsy's family, I don't think they would do that for each other. I really don't. Gypsy rules the roost at Christy and Rod's house because she can hold over to Rod's head that he was an absentee father. She can hold over Christy's head, you didn't want my father to be around me, type of thing, right? She can hold over Mia's head, well, you never tried to bond with me. You could have came over at any time and tried, but you never did, right? This is how Gypsy plays her cards. It's what she's got on you, and that's what she'll use to bind you to her. If she has even just the smallest little thing, she'll make it seem like it's devastating. It will be devastating for you if it got out, so she could hold it over you. A lot of people, when this happens, they have to come out with their dirty laundry. They have no choice because it's the only way to break that. It is what it is. This is how narcissistic psychopaths work. Anyway, guys, that's my video for this afternoon. Please leave a message. I love reading your messages. And share if you don't mind. That'd be great if you could just share my videos every now and then. I wouldn't mind at all. And that's it for this afternoon, guys. Everything is my thoughts, opinions, and or alleged. Goodbye.